Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico. Greg Olson set to get this one started. Off we go from NRG Stadium. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On play action. Stroud out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Cordell Flott. And the Titans are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Viking, 18! No!
On the ground, here's the rookie from Penn State. He'll work this ahead for two, maybe three. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. From the 25, here's second and 6.
Bronco 80! Cougar 19! 19 Lion! Steady!
From the gun, here's Ward. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Go! 70 Lions! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Mustang 19!
Shotgun snap for Ward. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's in! Touchdown Titans. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
This has to be a defensive breakdown, Mike. I promise you, all week in practice, when the scout team ran this play, somebody on defense accounted for the running back out of the backfield. I can promise you that much, but he's able to leak out and get the ball in space. He does the rest after the catch. They just have to do a better job. They got to get to the sideline and make corrections because you just can't leave guys at this level wide open for easy touchdowns.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
at their own 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Chimere Dike now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Top 19, 18, Panther, 79.
On first down, Ward. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken just shy of the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down. From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclones, David Montgomery. And this will be a Texans first down. They'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Third and long. Here we go. Stroud to throw. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt. Back deep for Tennessee, Jim DK. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start on the ground with Singleton. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
At the 26. A 6-yard pickup.
77 look.
They'll go again here with Singleton. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
24-yard gain on the play.
Dragon 6, cutback, trap 60.
Out of the gun, Ward. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Kalen Bullock, the former USC Trojan. He comes in from the secondary to bring the quarterback down.
18 Cardinal, 18. Here we go. 60 Eagles. Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18.
Here's Ward. This one's hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 31 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. 13-7 is our score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Panther 60. 7 Pirates. Panther 18, 19 Lions.
Throwing is Ward. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jim DK. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. On the move left. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Stroud. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
18-yard line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
13 more yards.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right. 18. That's it.
Off the play fake. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield.
It's a loss of
Tony Adams, the safety, in for the sack.
at the 46-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Third and 2.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's fourth down.
On fourth down, Stroud. Now will work his way out right. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18, gotta be lying. Come next, Dragons, 60, go.
Now it's Ward. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
That's good.
So a big one there to start the drive. And even 30 yards.
The 8-yard line.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up
Second and goal.
Get it, check, ready.
Again, it'll be Singleton. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Out comes Sly for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Stroud to throw here on first down. Open man, that's Collins. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Here we go.
Stroud. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
At the 45-yard line.
They face second down and 7.
Why Tony? Oh, right.
Now Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Sly now for the point after.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
The kick is good. And the Titans tack on one more to their lead.
Texans 7.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
Come on, set! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, 79, Dragon 60.
Now, first down throw for Ward. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
Ready.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Viking 18, 70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinal, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Throwing, Ward. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Viking 18, 79, 18, Pioneer. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Cougar 19, Panther 60. Ready?
On the ground, here's Singleton. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
Buffalo, 70 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19, go.
Shotgun snap for Ward. And And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third down and 9.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw is Ward. He'll go right and find his running back. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Bronco 80.
Singleton. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Singleton going to try to pull his way. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Tennessee. That is his third touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans stretch things out even further.
Texans 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Oh, okay. 18. What's that?
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
He'll work forward for a couple. Cordell Flott is there on the tackle.
At the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. He'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
18. What's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. down the field, but it falls incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to be fourth down.
Where's the hot? Where's the hot? Here we go. 118. What's that?
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
60 by 6, 60 by 70.
A give up the middle to Singleton. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Bronco 80. Dragon 7, 19 tight.
Back to throw is Ward. This is Hawk down that right sideline. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown Titans. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return, and he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. On first down, it's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Ow, what's that? 118. What's that?
An inside give to Marks. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
118. What's that? 11.
Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Here's Stroud. This is hot. He got the connection to Collins. And he's going to have a Texans first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down the backfield on 3rd and short. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Oh, the hard count looked like they got somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the first down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. To the pylon, he's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Houston. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point, it is blocked.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Okay, break. Tag. 70 Timberwolf. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 70 Red Buffalo Dragon 6.
On 1st down. Ward. On the run to the right. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 10.
Deputy. Cougar Knights.
They'll work the middle here with Singleton. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 70.
Ward now on 3rd down. He finds his tight end, Bellinger. And he will have the first down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Seven back.
Out of the gun, Ward. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther.
Here's Ward. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Oh, ready? 18. What's that?
On second down, Stroud. Going up top. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On first down, it's Ward. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. They'll run here with Singleton. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Slides at the book, up and good. And the Titans will add one more onto their big lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. He fields it at the 8. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.